Happy Halloween, freaks! We spooked things up with the director of the #1 movie at the box office, the blood-soaked Saw 2. Plus, Newgrounds' Tom Fulp answers the door and drops a bunch of Halloween flash animations into our pumpkin baskets. That's sweet. And finally, special effects master Robert Hall creates horrifying skin conditions even our staff has never seen before. Now, all you lucky kids with silver shamrock masks, gather around your TV set. It's Attack of the Show!
Pick up on this.
Happy Halloween, everybody! Woo!
Is it Halloween?
It is,
day?
and as you can hear, everybody in the studio is very psyched about it.
Super psyched, super psyched. Woo! It's funny. It's like we beg, and then even then they're like,
Yeah,
what do you want us to clap?
Oh, do we really have to? You know this? We don't get paid for this crap.
What are you today?
I am a cable television darling.
Oh.
And I'm expecting 2 bags full of candy tonight on account of it. You?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not going trick-or-treating. Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yeah. You're going to stay at home and...
I'm going to stay at home in the back room with the lights off.
You are going to shut the lights off,
hiding from small children.
I gave you the tip, that, by the way, if you're of age and don't feel like actually going out and having fun tonight, take an empty plastic bowl, put it on like a TV tray, leave it out by your front door. The kids will come, oh, they're out of candy. It's not even worth ringing the doorbell.
And then they'll egg your house.
And they'll walk away. They won't.
They'll say, what a cheapskate.
No, they'll say, oh, this poor soul bought a ton of candy, and obviously it's all gone now. Look, there's
it's all
only
wiped out
wrappers
by
left.
the big kids.
Exactly.
Oh, so you have to do the wrappers, too.
It's compassion. Yeah, leave a couple empty wrappers. Sprinkle it.
If you're going to do it right. If you're going to lie, lie well.
Oh, yeah. Little white lies are for girls.
Can't have half-assed white
You better go
lie.
all the way.
I am a girl.
Well, I know, but it's, in spirit. Good weekend?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. It wasn't very Halloween-y.
No?
Everybody came back with these, regaling me with stories of drunkenness and costumes and idiocy.
I got plenty
And
drunk.
I was, sleep early, visiting my mother.
Wow, you're boring.
I know.
Today is Halloween, though. Everybody knows that. And as such, the internet sucks.
Oh.
The internet is, it's like April Fool's and Halloween, I think, are just the 2 worst days of the year for the internets. And here's why. It's filled with nothing but the crappiest of crap.
I knew you were going there, Kevin. I was just waiting for it.
No, what?
Crappy sites. Yes,
That's all.
yes.
These aren't even particularly bad, but it's like, Forbes gets into the action. And this is Forbes. And they're having like, print your own Halloween masks. If you want to go as Mel Gibson, there you go. It's like all these sites are doing their own little
Wait,
things.
it's Mel Gibson as Jesus being
yeah,
crucified?
yeah, it's a
That's
costume
not even
within
how
it.
the movie was. That's confusing.
There's this one. There's a pair. Are you hearing the annoying flash animation in the background too? By the way, we'll get to that in a second. But
Is that her talking or?
no, this is something else.
Oh, the bats.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get
gotcha.
there. But then print out your own Halloween costumes. Ooh, it's a big deal, and everybody spams these links around everywhere, and
Would you go as John Kerry or?
Look at this guy.
No. All right.
This is. I was browsing the shack. I would not go. This was some guy posted. Hey, look at my Halloween costume. It's
You like it, don't you?
The God of Doritos.
Is it because he seems gimp-like and you're kind of into that?
Because it's a God of War costume. I just thought it was funny, but everybody
Right.
posting pictures of their costumes and stuff. There's another thing they do. Then you get the case mods. Oh, let's put a PC in a pumpkin.
Doesn't that pumpkin look a little too shiny to be real?
Well, they said that they dried it out. I'm assuming they put
They
something on it.
laminated it?
I don't. Yeah.
Probably
Some
so
sort of
it doesn't
lacquer.
decompose.
I would hope.
Ooh, decomposed pumpkins.
They didn't mention that. But throw it against the wall, guys. That's kind of cute, though. I'll give it that. So there's the pumpkin.
You love it.
Then there's this one. The internet's going crazy over this guy because.
Winky face?
Yeah, get it? It's an emoticon, but it's a pumpkin, so it's nerdy.
Emotikin?
Right. It actually took me a second. Yeah. And then they got the flash games, which everybody else sends around. Here's one from Mondo. Oh, you got to stop the flaming bag. Oh, I did it. Oh, like candy corn.
It's a steaming pile of poo.
It's funny, isn't it?
No.
And then there's every website that tells you like how to carve a pumpkin. And what you
These
should
are
do
kind
when
of cool.
carving
I've
one.
always wanted to follow the
These are pretty good.
instructions, but it seems like it would take all week.
Well, then there's this one. If you can't carve a real pumpkin, there's of course 5 million virtual pumpkins that you can carve. This one, you type in what you want. You can put a little candle in it, etc. The internet is.
Oh, so it's like ska, and K.
Yeah.
So I like ska music.
No, it's skank with an exclamation point. I carved it for you. All I'm saying is that there's 1,000 of these things all over the internets, and it's kind of useless. So let's just not. I mean, it was good fodder for television.
Well,
but
thanks, Kevin. That
You're
was a incredible waste of time.
that's what I do. That's what this. In case you haven't
fun
noticed, that's why people
researching
tune
that,
into the show. It's like got an hour to kill. What
We're
do we got?
here to waste your time.
Hey. We're in the background of television.
I hear a new promo brewing.
Is that what it is? Is that a new tagline?
I'm just trying to be
You've got an hour and nothing else.
All right, Kevin. Well, the Halloween theme, I felt like I needed to bring a little something to the table. Now, some of you may remember an artist. His name was Eddie Allen, hauntedmemories.net.
Yes.
We met at Fangoria. We met him, FangoCon. Hauntedmemories.com. You can buy pieces that he made of, like, creepy old dead people. But he did come. I know, it sounds kind of weird.
Yeah, okay.
What we wanted to do was have him make one for me, because it's one of those things where it's like it's you, and then when you look a little bit differently, you turn into a
the
scary
lenticular
thing.
things.
So he did because he's a nice guy.
I've heard coworkers going nuts about these. I have honestly not seen these yet. This is my first time seeing these, so I'm very.
This is super awesome. So there's me. All right, now make sure you get it, and there's. What happens?
That time of the month.
Now see, there's normal Sarah. I'm very regal and very Elizabethan. And now I'm a scary monster.
So now, okay.
Isn't that great? I mean, look how big this is. I'm totally putting this above my bed.
But, wow, all right.
No.
Did they? Did you dress in that garb when you took the pictures?
No,
or did you
that's put in too.
So he does all that.
Does this look like something I would wear?
Yes, it does.
Up to the neck.
You're a freak.
I don't think so. I'm a lot sluttier than that. But no, he put that on me. This, of course, is that's my real face. I don't even remember this picture being taken. It's all very odd.
Well, the guy producers who did this, he took pictures of me too.
Kevin, and I would never let a Halloween holiday go by without giving you a little something extra.
Oh, it's candy
time.
time.
That's why I got one made
it's a
for
picture.
you too. It's your picture.
No.
It's a picture of you.
Let me see it.
Okay, ready?
Let me see it. Come
ready?
on. Let me just see the. Show me it. Whoa!
Here's
that's
Kevin,
awesome.
And here's Kevin. Isn't that freaking awesome?
Sweet.
Don't you love it?
So wait. So can you?
Oh my god.
So anybody can order these?
Oh my god. Anybody, what he's doing actually is he has an eBay auction set up. So what you can do is you can bid to have him make one for you. He's nice to us, but he's not nice enough to do it for free for everybody.
Right.
So are you listening?
Only the special people. I'm actually admiring this.
You and I, we're clear. We're in the clear. We already got ours. Everybody else, eBay auction though. He's very talented. Don't you love it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like.
We have the eBay auction here right now.
We do have the eBay auction.
$99.
$100 right now to have yours done. But I mean, this is big.
No, it's incredible. That's easily worth $100. That's a sweet gift.
I'm so excited. It's like something you'd see at the Magic Castle.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. That's great.
Well, you're welcome.
Very nice.
You gave me a skank pumpkin, and I gave you, a lifetime of happy memories.
Thank you. I'll print it out for you.
It's a yeah.
Okay. Now, you think that the director of the #1 film at the box office this weekend would have better things to do than take your phone calls, but you're wrong. Saw 2 director Darren Bousman is here, so scare up some questions for him. The number is 800-839-7880, and of course you can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/ask-us.
And you can, of course, chat with us in our IRC chat room, too. Just go to chat.g4tv.com. Now, shield your eyes from these terrifying displays of crass marketing.
Oh.
And then watch as Saw 2 director Darren Bousman navigates our booby-trapped set when Attack of the Show attacks.
Saw 2 director Darren Bousman put a bunch of people in a room and tortured them and was rewarded with the #1 box office position this weekend. And if that's not inspiration enough for you budding psychopaths out there, then I don't know what is, to be honest. Darren, welcome to the couch.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Big weekend for you, isn't it, my friend?
Yeah, it is.
So you're yawning this morning when you wake up in bed, nice stretch, and at the end you roll over, you hit the alarm clock and think, I have the #1 movie out in America right now.
Yeah, I mean, even thinking about it right now, it doesn't seem real. It hasn't sunk in.
Yeah. I mean, because if it were, you're too important to be sitting on this couch. And you'd be out somewhere else, buying and selling people and children, etc.
Yeah.
I mean, so this was a big break for you. This was a huge deal.
Yeah.
It hasn't set in, but I mean, you must have known when you must have got a phone call at some point. How did you find out?
About what it did at the box office?
Yeah, about the fact that you're now rich and powerful and ridiculously.
I don't know if I can say that.
I can say it for you, though.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll shine your shoes for $1.50.
It was crazy. On Friday night, we got a call, and it said, it was before lunchtime, and they just said, we did $1 million before lunch. And I was just like, are you serious? And then I didn't hear anything else till the next day, and I was on the internet sites, and it said something like Saw 2 does $12 million on opening night, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
You're like, well, all right.
Yeah.
Did my job.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, what was projected? I know it was...
I think it was tracking at about 18, 19 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey, more power to you. That's congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, how did you actually land this gig, though? Because I know that this was a pretty big deal for you pretty quickly in your career.
You know, I was doing PA thing for a long time. I was an agent's assistant, and I one day woke up.
And because people out there may not know, but doing the PA thing means like
Getting
coffee,
coffee.
and faxing and
Yes,
errands.
and dry cleaning and all of that, washing cars. And one day I woke up and I said, I can't do this anymore. And I quit the PA job that I was working at and decided to write a script. And the only goal I had at the time was to write the most repulsive, disgusting script I can possibly do, and hope that it would, open some doors for me. And luckily it did. I met this DP, David Armstrong, who did the first Saw, who read it, loved it, and said, let me take this into Evolution, who produced the movie.
Right.
And the next day I get a call from Greg Hoffman, who's the producer, and was like, come in here, we got to meet with you. And then the rest just happened. It was like a domino effect. It was
So you're batting 1,000 on that script, then, right?
Yeah, it was great. So
you literally just tried to offend as many people as possible,
Yeah.
and you had success with it.
Yeah.
We're still trying that here.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting close, we think. But
It's a fine art. You have to do a lot of practice at doing that.
I bet.
Yeah.
So now, what was it like? You got a call from the guys from the original Saw.
Yeah.
We've had them on the show as well, and good guys. But did they welcome you in, or were they like, hey, you're this new guy?
No,
this is our movie. This is our baby. This is our cult hit. Don't screw it up.
I think one thing I can remember about James and Lee, in the first month after they decided to let me do it, I would get phone calls at all hours of the morning, and it would be James calling me from Australia, just saying, Darren, don't screw up the franchise, and he'd hang up. And then 2 hours later, Lee would call me, it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning, he'd be like, Darren, no pressure, it's the biggest horror film last year, and then hang up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was one of their favorite things to do. But no, they were great guys. I mean, it really is like a family with the Saw universe, and they were great letting me into it.
Yeah. So did you feel the pressure though? Because obviously they're razzing you, but I mean, you must have felt a little bit, right?
it was ridiculous. I mean, the Saw, when Saw was released, it had such a huge fan base, and I mean, there are people that dress up like this movie and go see it. It's almost got that Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of thing with the first Saw. So coming into it, the expectations were huge. I mean, no one thought we can turn off a sequel as quickly as we did. I mean, it was exactly a year to the date from the first Saw.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, the expectations were ridiculous.
Well, it looks like you met and exceeded. So,
thank
congrats
you very
on that.
much.
One of the
Thank
things
you.
that I appreciate with it is that it's like it doesn't pull punches in the sense that it knows it's an R-rated movie and it
Yeah.
appreciates that and it celebrates that. I was hoping maybe you could speak to other horror films that might be, towing that PG-13 line.
Well, I think you have to know what kind of story you want to tell. Saw in the Saw universe is a very hardcore universe.
Right.
And I think that, even if we wanted to do a PG-13, the material doesn't suit it for that. So we knew what we were making. We knew we were making a hard R film. And we didn't hold back any punches. I mean, we knew what the audience wanted to see, and we knew the story we had to tell, and we did it. We showed it.
Yeah, you can't cut away. A dude's cutting his leg off. You got to show it. You
Yeah.
can't cut away and you just hear the sound effects of it.
I think that's what's got a lot of people, is they expected us to cut away in some of the scenes, and we didn't. We just lingered on them, which I think, everyone's used to seeing those PG-13 movies recently.
Sure.
And they cut away the second something happens, and we stay on it.
Yeah, you're like, you know what, we're going to leave it here uncomfortably for 15 seconds of a severed head. Just watch.
Exactly.
Enjoy, breathe it in.
Exactly.
It's very noble of you guys. And one final thing, you said you were checking out the websites and stuff, which I thought was kind of cool. How is the Saw online community, and how close are you
they're
working
great.
with them?
There's a couple. I mean, like the houseofjigsaw.com. I actually go on it quite frequently, and just to see what the fans think. I think you'd be surprised about how many of the people that are involved in Saw actually go on those web pages and read what the fans think and what they want to see. Even when we were writing the script, we went on there, and because we adapted my script, and we made it was a pretty big rewrite. We would go on there and see what they loved about the first one and what they hated about the first one, and we tried to tailor it to them. They're a loyal fan base, so we wanted to be loyal to them as well.
So whether they know it or not, they really did have that much of an effect
yeah,
on the
they
film.
did. I mean, I read every email that I get from them, and so does Lee and James. And now, I mean, the producers do as well. They send us emails, and we read them.
And now your inbox is screwed after the show.
Yeah,
You know that, right?
yeah.
Like, good luck with that.
Yes.
Time to get a new account. Darren,
Exactly.
thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you
by.
very
Again,
much.
congrats
Thank
so
you
much
very
on the
much.
film, man.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff. Saw 2 is in theaters right now. Go quick before someone spoils the ending like they did in this morning's meeting. Now, don't make us nail you to your couch. No, because special effects master Rob Hall is up next, and he's got a murderous look in his eyes. Stay tuned.
Oh, what happened, baby? Oh, goddamn bobcats. Oh, fire St. Matthew! Lord God knows anything, but I ain't ready for this. Oh, Lord God.
Oh, Mr. Todd! Calm down, it's okay, don't worry. Nancy Lou's tied up right behind my trailer.
Director and special effects makeup artist Rob Hall never met a pretty face he didn't want to smear with blood or scar tissue and oozing sores. Rob, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, I remember you actually because just over a year ago, exactly a year ago, last Halloween, there was a show I used to work on called The Screensavers, and you were a guest on the show, and you gave me sort of a half bloody, squirty, bloody eye face. Remember that?
Oh my goodness.
There
That's
I am
right.
when I was done. Wasn't I? That is one of my finest moments, really.
Where's the squirt? Where's the squirt?
Never felt so beautiful.
I don't even see the squirt.
I mean,
You had an arterial squirt.
See, it's something, when I get bloody, oh, there it is, rolling down my, yeah.
We should point out the disclaimer that I did that in like 5 minutes.
You did that in like 5 minutes, and that's one of those things, it's like, it was sort of the half face,
Yeah.
Rob, you got an hour, what can you do, type of thing.
Yeah.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg of the kind of special effects stuff
It is.
that you do. Now, you've been very busy these days. You run a special effects studio, very successful, but you just finished a feature film that you directed, Lightning Bug. Tell us about that.
Lightning Bug. Well, it's a thinly veiled autobiographical tale of my youth, and
How thinly veiled?
Well, you got to see it. It's you know, it's just a great little indie film. I put together the financing myself. We shot it about a little over a year ago. Laura Prepon from That 70s Show is one of the stars, and she was one of the producers as well. And you know, it was just literally a passion movie. It was a really tiny little budget. It was just a story that I thought I needed to tell. You know, unlike Darren's movie and Saw 2, I think we made $12 on our movie, not $12 million the first night. But no, it's just something I'm very, very happy with. It was just something I needed to get out. So it's out.
Now, you do a lot of gore as far as Almost Human, that's the name of your special effects house goes, but Lightning Bug wasn't really a gory movie. Was that something that was intentional? It
was very intentional, yeah. I mean, I set out to make, just make a really good film with engaging characters, and it's not to say you can't do that in a straight ahead gore film, but that wasn't really the story that I was passionate about telling. So I definitely, as a directing vehicle, wanted to make this film first, which is, you know, something I really truly believed in.
Well, it's nice that there wasn't like that much gore in your youth either.
Yeah, exactly. No decapitations. I mean, it was the film is definitely about monsters, but it's just the human variety. So.
Now, being that you run a special effects studio and you were directing a movie that was going to need some special effects, did you also do all the special effects for the movie?
Yes.
Does it work that way? Can you double dip?
I did double dip. I mean, I definitely, since I had such a hard time keeping the film. We shot it on location in Alabama, so it was really difficult. I had to make sure that and I'm a first-time director, first-time writer, I wanted to make sure that I focused on that. So me personally, there's a couple of times where I did go into the trailer and do a little airbrushing, but for the most part, my guys from Almost Human were out there and had me covered, and we built everything, but I personally didn't do a whole lot of the makeup stuff myself.
You had bigger fish to fry,
you know, the whole performance thing.
Right. Yeah. Now, you've been doing special effects makeup for some time. How did you get involved?
I wish I had a clever story about some, you know, honestly, just the way that anyone gets involved in anything they love. I mean, I was reading Fangoria at 5 years old and, you know, begging my mom to buy them for me at the grocery store and messing up my face with Walmart Halloween makeup from the time I was 9 or 10 years old, saving big shoe boxes full of it. It's all I've ever cared about.
That is so awesome.
Movies and monsters and rock and roll.
And you've actually been able to put together a very... now, tell me about some of the stuff that Almost Human is making special effects for. You're talking like movies, television shows, that kind of thing?
A little bit of everything. I think I'm most known for doing the last few seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Which required lots and lots
of stuff. Angel as well. Angel was actually bigger for me than Buffy. It had a lot more elaborate demons and things like that in it. So those things, just did a movie called Dirty with Cuba Gooding Jr., which is coming out next year. A little bit of everything. We're
actually looking at some video of you doing Corrado, one of our associate producers, in your studio. It's how long did that take? We're looking at obviously a time-lapse video type of thing.
Yeah, I think with Corrado we spent about 45 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah, you know.
Hey, I had an hour and I only got a squirting bloody eye.
Well, see, but I was able to prep that piece beforehand.
Gotcha. All right, well, Robert, you're sticking around.
I'm gonna be here.
You've got a couple little gifts for us, because when we come back, Robert's actually going to show off some of his creature creations. Yes, he didn't just bring himself, he brought his goodies. It is Halloween after all. So stick around for that. But now, my little children of the night, go make your beautiful music. We'll come right back, because we're going to be throwing the switches and bringing life to the feed. And we visit some of Robert's more ambitious abominations.
Those were fun commercials, weren't they? They always are. We're back with special effects makeup artist Robert Hull, who's got some nightmare fodder to show us. Rob, thanks for stopping by, of course.
Thank you.
And for bringing some of your wonderful creations.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, a little freaked out by them.
You're freaked out.
I came
you
over.
see a lot of stuff on this show.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not often I get to touch a woman, let alone a fake one that feels
boils?
real. I mean, yeah. What's going on here? What's she from?
She this is the Jasmine head from season 4, I believe, of Angel. And she had maggots all over, and she was just, your standard decomposing zombie puppet thingy.
You just jump right in there and just start messing around with the jaw, which is very nice. I know you're comfortable with her, but. It almost it sounds kind of blasé for you. Like, yeah, she had maggots and blood coming out of the eyes.
It's funny, man. I mean, I've been doing this stuff since I was 10 years old, 16, making a living at it.
Sure.
So it's funny. People come to my shop and they're like, oh, my God, that's so amazing. I'm
You're like, yeah, dude, that was so last week.
This and this and this. And yeah, it's funny. It is. I guess it is like that for me.
What's she made out of?
Desensitized. Most of this stuff is silicone. And it's this very same silicone that's, inside of boobies and whatever else.
Maybe a real doll or two?
Real dolls,
I mean,
definitely.
could I custom order something?
Not from me.
No.
Not from me. No, we try to keep our dolls not anatomically correct for that reason.
Understandable.
Yes.
But if I slipped you $20 after the show, you might be able to patch up Lucinda for me.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, very nice. Now, this is a torso action here. This is a torso made up to look like an entire body, right?
Yes, this was just basically a head. I threw this on it just for television. This was for a short-lived television show we did called The Inside.
Can you pick her up at all? I mean, is it possible?
She's a morgue head.
Okay,
she was
gotcha.
made to lay down and be asleep forever. And she ripped her own face off in this show. So we built this fun little insert here of musculature. So
does a television studio call you up and say, okay, so Rob, here's the deal. We need she needs to be brunette, about 5 feet tall, look like she ripped her own face off, and you're like, yeah, okay, cool. What else? Anything else?
I just go with the
facts and orders.
I just go with the ripped her own face off part because they'll cast the actress usually and
sure.
And send her to me, and I've got to do my best with what I'm given usually. So
now this final guy here, what's going on with this head?
This is from a film I did, a really cool little film. It's coming out, I believe, in February, called Dirty with Cuba Gooding Jr. Mm-hmm. And this was sort of an apparition of an old man that was haunting the main characters throughout the movie. So I thought he turned out kind of neat, so I thought I'd bring him.
No, he looks fantastic. Is it all the same material for all of them?
Yeah, silicone? This is silicone as well. I did a makeup that corresponds on a real live human every day, a real live old man, and this is sort of the fake replica head.
And how long to toss something like this together?
I think this took a couple of weeks. Just a couple of weeks to, it took me probably about almost a week just to paint that because it's all the fine little details with all the little veins and everything. So yeah.
It is disturbing.
It's a
I know you're used to it,
process.
but I need to remind you that it is very disturbing, but also very, very cool. And we appreciate you bringing it by.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate
it. Very nice stuff. All right, for more info on Almost Human, check out our show notes, and also be sure to check out Lightning Bug. It's available on that digital video disc you know and love right now. But now, here's a very special feed that you'll find it's far more trick than treat.
This month alone, lower court judges have twice denied the FBI the right to use cell phones as tracking devices. The FBI then switched to their passive-aggressive tactic, saying, fine, I guess you want criminals to go free. No, it's cool. Seriously. Two separate courts, one in Texas and one in Long Island, denied an attempt by federal law enforcement officials to force cell phone providers to hand over phone records and location information in real time. Now, both judges agreed that such information should not be given out unless probable cause is established. So that should keep the FBI's hands out of your rocker. In related news, though, you may want to sign up for the FCC no-call list because it seems that telemarketers are going to now be calling your cell. Isn't that fun? There's no deadline to sign up, so just do it, unless you're desperate and lonely and want to accept cell calls from just anybody and Well, yeah, I probably will too. Now, way back in the heady days of 2000, a guy named Stephen Cohen hijacked the website sex.com and bilked millions from its real owner. Very, very true story. He then skipped to Mexico with all of that cash. End of the story? No. Curiously enough, it seems that Cohen has actually been caught. The fugitive porn site thief was snagged south of the border after trying to apply for a work permit. Now, according to the Inquirer.net, Cohen has been ordered to repay original Sex.com owner Gary Kremen $65 million. Of course, if this guy's applying for work permits in Mexico, sort of safe to say he doesn't have that kind of scratch around. What did he do with the $65 million, though? Are donkey shows that expensive these days? It's been a while. I wouldn't know. Researchers at Carnegie Mellon have devised a way to eliminate the language barrier once and for all. Kudos, guys. Europeans no longer have to worry about learning English, and Americans can finally lower their voices when traveling abroad. Some of the new devices involve attaching electrodes to your face, which will translate your mouth movements into words. Kind of interesting. These words can then be translated on the fly without the restrictions of normal electronic translators. Carnegie Mellon professor Alex Waybell admitted to CNET that, quote, putting electrodes on your face is unusual, but who would have thought that people would be putting earrings into their cheeks? Who exactly puts earrings into their cheeks, Professor? I think the professor needs to stop trolling fetish sites. That's just me, though. One possible side benefit to this technology would be the ability to make phone calls without saying a word, just by mouthing your message. That's right, mime cell phones at last! And finally, dentists in the UK aren't all about torturing little kids in their offices. No, no, no. They want to make sure the emotional trauma extends to their trip home, into their dreams, and stealing their childhood innocence as well. The United Kingdom-based Daily Record has a story about a 4-year-old girl who was told she couldn't take her recently removed teeth home for the tooth fairy because the teeth are categorized as body parts and are therefore a biohazard. Now, this not only crushed the poor little girl, but it led to the tooth fairy being arrested by authorities for illegal international transporting of biohazardous material. It's really, really unfortunate. On a side note, since sugar is a stimulant, the Easter Bunny is being held on drug trafficking charges, and Santa Claus now has been picked up for unlawful exportation of endangered species. And that's the feed. Happy Halloween!
Yeah, very happy Halloween. Darren, are you ready to face the unbathed masses on the old telephones here?
Let's do it.
All right. We were going to give out your cell phone number. We figured we'll let them call into the show instead.
Let's do this.
We have Brian on the phone from Palo Alto. Are you there, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you trick-or-treating tonight? Doing any crazy Halloween zaniness?
No. I think I'm just going to crash at home and watch some horror movies.
That's my boy. You have a question for Darren here?
Yeah, I was just wondering, with the with being on Lionsgate and with the horror genre kind of exploding as it is, do you have any trouble with the NC-17? I know High Tension had to get some cuts made to avoid that cursed rating. Did you face any kind of similar problems?
You know,
Jigsaw lost the full frontal scene?
Yeah, the full frontal of Jigsaw and all that had to go. But
man, I was looking forward.
I know, the DVD, though, look for it on the DVD.
Good.
You know what, the MPA was extremely generous to us. We had to, make minor trims here and there, but pretty much what I wanted to put on the screen made it onto the screen. So we actually were extremely lucky.
Can you haggle with the MPAA? Can you say, like, oh, come on, let the blood spurt go a little longer? Or
you can. You can. I heard a story, I read in a magazine recently that Rob Zombie had to do that for one of his films, Devil's Rejects. Right. I think he actually had to do some finagling. But they were extremely generous with us.
Oh, it's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear. All right, David on the phone now. You have a question, Dave?
Yeah, happy Halloween, guys.
Hey, same to you, buddy.
Yeah, Darren, I want to say thank you for breathing new life into the genre.
Thank you.
But with so many people becoming desensitized to horror films, how do you keep your content fresh and scary and not just coming off as funny?
True.
There's been a surge of these recent, not recent, I guess they've been happening for a while, these teen horror films where they show you the same type of kills, the same type of people, the same set pieces. Right. With the Saw universe, I think we threw away what everyone has always seen before and tried to do things that were new. You know, a lot of things. I was watching some movies recently where you always notice they cut away right when something good happens. Well, our first thing was, let's not cut away, let's show it. Let's not cut away until after the gore has happened.
That's the payoff. Let them see it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna pay to go see a horror movie and you're gonna pay to see this blood and gore, let's show it to you. Let's not, you know, let's not wuss out and cut away.
It's scrambling the porn after you get just the story.
Exactly.
It's like, no, we want to see the good stuff.
No, it's exactly it. So I mean, I think part of the thing with this movie is, I mean, we being horror fans, James, Lee, and I mean, we're all huge horror fans. We did what we loved. I mean, we showed them what we wanted to see in horror films. We took the best part of our favorite horror films and, you know, made sure that that was what was on the screen.
Well, the fans thank you for it, Darren, and we thank you again for stopping by.
Thanks,
taking
guys.
some questions. Hey, once I finish taking an unsupervised nighttime swim in Crystal Lake, Sarah will be bringing us some fun-sized gems of the internet, and the girls next door offered us a sneak peek at Hugh Hefner's Halloween party, so naturally, we sent John Walsh. Why the hell did we send John?
The feed is brought to you by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
You know, when you're a kid, Halloween is all about superhero costumes and candy. It's fun. But once you ride the pube train to adulthood, however, you know it's all about girls in skimpy fetish wear. That's right. And nowhere is this more true than at the Playboy Mansion. In fact, John Walsh got a sneak peek at Halloween Nirvana.
Yeah, baby. I know a party when I smell one. It's Halloween at the Playboy Mansion. That's right, the Playboy Mansion, the place that Hef calls home. And as you can tell, we're decked out for a little Halloween party tonight. No, not the beautiful people party. I mean, look at me. No, this is Hef's party for his special friends. No boobies, no tushy, but you do have your ghouls and your goblins and your ghosts, and of course, you have your haunted house. Okay. I'm here with Ava Fabian, who's Miss August 1986,
Yep.
and she's promised to be my bodyguard as we go through the haunted attraction.
Yes, you can hold on to me.
We're from the... Somebody told me you're going to get groped in the dark at Hugh Hefner's house. I'd say, well, I'm down, right? I seriously, I want to go back to filter. This doesn't happen.
Watch.
And while I was changing into some dry pants, I managed to get in a few words with Mr. Hefner himself, who this Halloween is going as... Why the hell would he want to be anybody but Hugh Hefner? So you girls come here often?
Yes, very often.
Oh, well, nice.
We're regulars.
I think the tricks and treats at the Playboy Mansion are a little different.
What really scares you?
What really scares me? What really scares me? When the party doesn't work. I think.
Oh, yeah.
But it always works.
Well, it's the end of a very exciting Halloween night here at the Playboy Mansion. Now, before I leave, let's just get this over with. Will you go out with me? No. Fine.
If you want to see more of Hef's girlfriends, a lot more, mind you.
Oh, how much more?
Check out the November issue of Playboy.
All right, now get your mind out of the tastefully decorated gutter. It's time for gems.
Karate chop.
Karate chop, you! Kevin, you ready?
I'm born ready.
You know, last week I was gone and Brendan did gems.
Let's not talk about last week. It was painful.
I'm so angry about that. I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Here it is.
We're starting off with sandals and socks, my friend, because sandals and socks is a phenomenon sweeping men, women, and children everywhere, and nobody knows why.
You know what? I know why. Because it's comfortable and convenient. I rocked the sandals and socks.
Listen, Kevin, it's more important to look good than to feel good.
It's yes, it is.
Everyone
I know that
knows that story. Now, this this poor little girl, she's
Look at
small,
her.
she can't defend herself.
Look at her, she knows what
but
she's doing.
These old men, they should know better. What I want to know is, well, I mean, you're wearing sandals for breathability.
Okay, now I wear the sandals because it's convenient slip-on. There's
what are you saying? You're a sandal socks guy?
I have been in the past. I've reformed. No, listen.
Okay,
It's number one, keeps the feet toasty so the open air is not getting in the way. Keeps the feet nice and warm. The socks do, and the sandals are convenient. You slip them on, you walk outside. Because you know what, Sarah, I'm a rebel.
God.
I don't care what they think. Have you seen me lately? I just gave up.
That's awesome. Moving on, Kevin. Are you a person who likes clowns? Or are you afraid of clowns? People usually.
I feel sad for them because I realize that's their job.
That's their job. Some people think clowns are really scary, but nobody really thinks of clowns as like really strong. And that's why I want to introduce you to Buffo, the world's strongest clown. That's right, Buffo with a variety of pictures. What do you mean I went there? Buffo's awesome. Look at a cool Buffo.
That would freak the hell out of any child. Like,
I don't think so. Look at Buffo. Buffo knows how to kid. Oh my God!
Oh no!
I'm in a straitjacket, but I'm so strong I can get out. I'm Buffo the clown.
Get it? What a routine! I'd pay $5 to see that.
I want him at my next birthday party. Please get him for me.
All right, move on.
Finally, Kevin. You know it's Halloween, and I wouldn't necessarily put these masks in a Halloween category, more of a lifestyle category. They are the female latex masks by someone named Carrie.
I like where we're going with this.
Now, they look like women, but on closer glance, in fact, let's just blow up the famous Alice mask. These are real people wearing strange latex masks in a variety of poses, like, I believe I'll have a cup of tea. And I think I'm going to take a walk along the beach today.
How much is a monthly membership to this site?
No, Kevin. These are latex masks that you can buy. I'm going to wear my latex mask with my little sports suit here.
That is so creepy, but
latex
seriously,
masks
can I get an account?
By Carrie. Yeah, I'll totally.
Okay,
totally.
good,
I actually know this guy. He'll get you a deal.
Sweet.
So you've got sandals and socks. You've got Buffo, a strong clown, and you have latex masks that may or may not be sexually charged. Hard to say.
Sarah Lane is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back, baby. I missed you. You can find all my gem links plus the gems of yesteryear at attackoftheshow.com. What is so funny?
Now that it was just you're back.
You're a giggle monster.
Last week we mentioned that we were going to be showcasing a groundbreaking performance art piece today. No, Sarah, this is a big deal. We're making good on that promise. Are you ready for it?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold, a chicken, a road, and a date with destiny.
Oh.
Come on! You can do it! Come on! Come on! Do it! Go! Do it! Come on! You can do it! Come on! Go! You're ready! All right! Chicken! Go! Come on! All the way! Chicken! Go! 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 Chicken! Go! Go! All the way! Go! Chicken! Go! Chicken!
That did blow my mind.
It's something, simply something.
Once we figure out which crypt we sealed him into, we'll unearth Newgrounds' Tom Fulp and have him show us some great Halloween animation.
Ooh.
Gems of the Internet is brought to you by Laser Tag, the ultimate game of electronic tag.
On the next attack of the show, get this! George Lucas didn't just make Star Wars, he changed the entertainment business as we know it. We get the inside story, plus more Star Wars. We make our pilgrimage to Skywalker Ranch to talk to Skywalker. Anakin, that is. And finally, we round things out with the Revenge of the Sith Heavy DV Doomsday. That's the next attack of the show. I have foreseen it. Now, I know we've gone over this, but I got to say it again. For the most part, the internet sucks on Halloween. It's, oh, look, a pumpkin emoticon. Yeah, we've been there. But sometimes there are flashes of hope. Yes, I said flashes. In fact, Newgrounds' Tom Fulp will point us towards some festive tunes worth digging up. Tom, welcome back to the show, buddy. Oh, look at that.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
How is it there? In the, you're flying through your headquarters, Tom?
Yeah, these are the new offices. They're really big. Pretty windy, too. So
You spared no expense on the water cooler, I see.
Yes, got to stay hydrated.
Of course. Keep them lubed up. So you're joining us via the
vodka.
Good man. What kind? Grey Goose? We're talking good stuff?
Oh, no, Smirnoff.
Oh, okay. Well, it happens. So,
We're
all right,
company.
you're hard at work. The Newgrounds is up and running, though. Tell me what's going on with the old Flash portal.
Flash Portal's booming. We're getting record numbers of submissions, and this Halloween has beat the record for all our previous Halloween.
Oh, congratulations!
Number of spooky Flash submissions.
Tom, you can stop flying now. By the way, it's kind of it's a little creepy because we don't know what's really going on down below. Tell me, you picked some of your favorites for us, right? Halloween's a big time for you guys.
Yeah, we received a lot of submissions, and we keep receiving them to this very minute. But we did plan a few to showcase tonight.
All right, well, we're going to take a look at the first one that you picked. We're going to watch it for a little bit here. It's Bad Guys, Battered Monsters. Here it is. Tom, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So tell me about Bad Guys 3 Battered Monsters. What's going on with this one?
Bad Guys is a new series by Chris Nozel. He's come onto the scene with it pretty recently, like in the past month or two. It's been a big hit on the site, big crowd pleaser, and he says this isn't really part of the series, but it's he does call it Bad Guys 3, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
All right, and now it seems pretty standard fare as far as Flash animation goes. Are you finding like with submissions and whatnot these days, is it more about the writing and less about the art style, or do you still need both to really be featured?
Actually, to be featured, you just need to be funny, and a lot of people do have goofier humor that doesn't depend on having the best art skills. So we also like stuff that looks good too, but it doesn't always matter.
All right, and another one that was a big franchise for you guys, or has been running for a long time, it was College University, and they did a Halloween special.
Yeah, Mike and Andy Parker, the guys from College University, who we actually met at Comic-Con this past year, have put together a little public service announcement for Halloween, warning kids about all the hazards.
Well, we're gonna take a quick peek at it right now. Here's College University Halloween special.
So why don't we follow little Billy here as we try to keep him out of any Halloween shenanigans? Why, hello there, Billy. Billy, it's Halloween, you know. Where's your costume? Oh, isn't that nice? I see you're going as an Thanks, Billy. And away we go! Look out, Billy! It's a Dracula! And he looks pissed off. Don't panic, Billy. Just grab some garlic. There you go. And give it the old heave-ho! Pow! Right in the beanbag. Nice hit, Billy. Have you done this before? Let's keep moving.
Oh, the old beanbag humor, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I expect nothing less from you, buddy.
Even the 3D movies have that.
Of course. Hey, good stuff. Congrats on the very successful Halloween going on there at Newgrounds, buddy.
Thanks.
Tom, we appreciate you joining and for flying in.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be back.
Yes, I'm sure you'll be back again soon, and have fun trick-or-treating tonight, my friend.
All right, thanks.
All right, get the links to all of Tom's favorite animations on our website. And, of course, you can visit newgrounds.com for even more fun and games, and tell them we sent you. Now, if you need to satiate your thirst for blood, do it quickly, because we'll be reading your chat questions in bad Romanian accents next. Want to see something really scary? Mm-hmm. How about a shirtless Jimmy Kimmel? Could happen. But of course, you could also get a chance to party with the Juggies, so it kind of balances out in the end.
That seems fair.
Of course. That's right. Watch The Man Show every night right here at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, and go to www.g4tv.com/The Man Show to find out how you can be part of the Man Show Monday Night Football parties. There's going to be giveaways, contests, games, Juggies, and it's all coming to a sports bar near you. You know what? You owe it to yourself.
What is a Juggie? Why do they call them Juggies?
I haven't the slightest, Sarah.
Me either. Anyway, thanks to New Line Cinema's House of Horror for the Freddy and Jason decorations. You saw them on our set throughout the show. You can buy it for yourself at newlineshop.com.
Yes, and of course we have treats for our callers today. Everybody's getting a copy of the original Saw movie on DVD.
Hooray!
All right, that's it. We're done, folks. Thanks to our guests, Tom Fulp, Darren Lynn Bousman, and Rob Hall.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Computers on Attack of the Show provided by Intel. Game on. Power up. Take control with the Intel Pentium Processor Extreme Edition.